Will the Bucs bounce back against the Saints on Sunday?
Or big was last week's loss against the Lions the start of the mid-season losing streak?
Well, that and more coming up on the next episode of Buccaneers Captain Report.
Stay tuned. Stay locked in.
Welcome to Buccaneers Captain's Report. We are your hosts with the most. I'm Big, he is Small.
AKA Jive. What's happening, Captain?
Yes, sir. And this show, we are going to be discussing the Bucs game against the New Orleans Saints.
Yes, sir.
Last week we had a tough loss against the Lions. How are you feeling about the Lions game, man?
Yeah, man. Like we discussed. You know, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, it's behind me, bro. It's behind me, bro. We're looking forward, man.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. Just like I said, we are playing the Saints. We are at the top of the NFC South, and the Saints are at the very bottom of the NFC South. So without going into stats or nothing else, tell me what you think about the Saints, just as a team right now.
Well, we know for sure it ain't who they.
It ain't who that. I think who they is that. Who that is the Saints. Who they is the Bengals. Yeah. Who they is the Bengals. Who that is the Saints. We don't care about that, bro.
Who that?
Who that is the Saints. I don't want to do the chants. My lips might burn. But who that is the Saints. Who they is the Bengals.
Well, whoever they is, they ain't that.
Yeah, they are not that. You're definitely right. The Saints are.
That's how I feel about them. They ain't that.
Yeah, the Saints are a 1-6 football team. The only team they beat so far is the Giants. I think before the Giants start doing things. I think the Giants still had Russell Wilson as their starting QB when the Saints won. I think. I'm not sure. I think so.
Yeah, Wilson was a QB.
Yeah. So this is a game that I feel like that the Bucs are supposed to win. So Bucs, please do what you're supposed to do. Then we can celebrate and go on to the bye week.
Yep, even with injuries.
Yeah, even
we breeze
through. Now let's take a in-depth look at this Saints team. Points per game, they're sitting at 17, which is good because I always say they have to score less than what?
20.
Less than 20 points. So they're regularly scoring less than 20 points. When it comes to yard per game, they're at 297. Time of possession, 28 minutes. They have gotten 14 sacks. They have gotten 4 INTs. And they're +1 and the turnover differential. Where that sits with us is we're scoring 25 points per game. So that's what, a full 8 point more per game. All right. We're sitting at 338 yards a game. Time of possession, 30 minutes. 20 sacks. for us, which is good, which is very, very good. Very. I'm not saying it's the best, but
put it to the top 10.
Yeah, last year we were struggling getting them sacks, so that looks very good. We have 5 INTs, which puts us right outside of the top 10. Turnover differentials +4. So if you're looking at these numbers here, you can see that we're looking at 2 different teams. I don't want to just keep
first time too this season.
Yeah,
almost damn near first time.
Yep. I don't want to keep just saying the Saints are bad or nothing. They're an NFL team.
Yeah, because you know how it is any given Sunday.
But this is a game that we're supposed to win. Like if we lose this game, we are not who we say we are. That's how I feel about it. How about yourself?
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, for real. Like there should be no pressure. I'm not going to say it's not going to be close because the Saints are a scrappy team. I mean, if you look at their losses, they have been close, except against Seahawks, Patriots close. They lost 25-19.
The Patriots is good this season.
Yep. The Bills, they lost 31-19. And for some reason, whenever they play us, it's like it's their Super Bowl or something because they rise to the occasion to play us. And I know in my heart of hearts that they would want nothing more to ruin what we got going on right now. And Bucs, please don't let them.
Yeah, I mean, every team in our division and in our conference, especially the South, the NFC South, is always going to put out 100 times 100% when they play, even if it's not us that they're playing. I mean, people do look at the NFC South as the weakest division.
That's
belittle, huh?
That's not true.
No, they do.
I know they do. I'm saying it's not true.
Oh, it's not true.
Yeah. Not true.
But little do they know, with our division, man, we don't play, man. We gonna fight. You know, our division might not have the best of the best records. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no giving up. Regardless of us having the record that we have and the Saints having the record that they have, we are not taking them lightly at all. You know, like we don't take no team lightly at all.
And we should.
Yeah. So
especially games in our division. Just what, a few weeks ago, the Panthers blew out the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in my mind, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. So, you never know.
And look what the Falcons did to
the Bills. The Bills.
The
right?
Bills,
yeah.
So
call
us weekend. Call our division weak if you want to.
Well, our division is not weak because one of the top teams in the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is in our division.
Yeah.
So 5-2.
And I'm gonna say it every week. Y'all gotta come see us.
5-2, and 5-2 ties a bunch of teams for the best record in the NFC. So that's okay. So as far as the game itself, it's gonna be played in New Orleans. The last time we played in New Orleans, I wouldn't say it was a blowout. It was like a semi-blowout. Like they stayed with us in the first half, and then in the second half, Sean Tucker went crazy, bro. Ran the ball all over the place, received the ball all over the place. So it was a very enjoyable game. So I'm hoping for some of the same.
Yeah, we'll be looking for him to contribute
Yeah, they
because Irvin's still out.
yeah, they doing his press. Coach Bowles did say Sean Tucker is going to get the ball more, and he didn't say it like, "Well, I think Sean Tucker is going to get the ball." Like he said it like that's an order he gave to his OC. Like you need to give Sean Tucker the ball more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because the point he made was if we keep using Rashad White every play, then just like Bucky, Rashad White is going to get hurt too. Then we're going to be down to Sean Tucker and whoever is behind Sean
yeah.
Tucker. You know what I'm saying?
Practice squad,
Yeah. So,
whatever running back they got on the practice squad.
I mean, we have a good one on the practice squad. He looked good in preseason. So, but you know, we don't want to go that deep.
No, we don't.
Into the depth. So at this point, you know, playing Sean Tucker is more of a survival thing. So we don't want to just keep abusing Rashad and get him hurt too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, my take on that is Todd Bowles should have also said they need to implement Sean Tucker more because they need to get a consistent running game established.
I agree.
If you take a look back at the first few weeks, especially on those wins when Bucky Irvin was playing, I want you to take a look back and see how, yeah, they're different backs.
Yeah.
All right. And not to compare that one is better than the other, whatever. But at least they got some type of run going. They were able to use the run. They're able to bring out more and different plays that throw that defense off.
Especially play action.
Especially the play action. Because what we saw last week is they didn't even establish a running game. It was a whole bunch of pass plays. And when your quarterback is having a bad game or don't even start utilizing any run plays, it's hard, especially when your quarterback is already having a bad game, for your quarterback to get in rhythm and for your whole offense to get in rhythm when you didn't even establish that running game in the beginning of the game anyway. So, I know we're not in the keys, but that's one of the keys that I'm looking for, is to where they could establish the running game early.
I heard that. I think a lot of the run game is not just on the running back, but don't forget that our right tackle
Is still
Luke Gedeke still out. So he that makes a big difference. I think in the beginning of the year he was playing. He went out, and the Texans or the Eagles, in one of those.
Third week.
Week 3. So ever since then, run game has been lackluster. So hopefully we get them back after the bye, and we can start to remedy some of the run game stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. As far as injuries, man, we have a list. We have a whole list, bro. Chris Godwin is out. Luke Haggard, replacement O-lineman, is out. Bucky's out. Of course, we know Mike. He's gonna be out for a while. Aside from that, Devin Culp Levante was full participation. Emeka Ibuka was full participation. Greg Gaines was full participation. Ben Bredesen was full participation as well. On the Saints, like their center is on IR, but after that, like they're like healthy, bro. Also, Chase Young coming back for Sunday's game. I don't think Chase Young is gonna pose the same issues that we had with Hutchinson, but you know he's still someone to watch.
Yeah. A defensive
Defensive end.
Yeah, a defensive end.
Yeah.
That could be disruptive.
Disruptive.
Defensive end that could be disruptive.
Disruptive.
Someone else that could be disruptive.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm saying that wrong. Maybe it's
disruptive.
Another person that could be an issue, and is another reason why Todd Bowles need to get on his offensive coordinators, is Carl Granderson. You know, because he tends to have good games as well.
Yep.
And with him being a major impact for the New Orleans Saints when it comes to that pass and rush game, they really need to, like I said in the beginning, start strong with our rushing game. You know what I'm saying? Just slow down Granderson. So yeah, that's another reason I must add that we need to get that run game going early.
Heard that. As far as their offense, their QB, Mr. Rattler, has 8 touchdowns, 4 INTs. Don't let those 4 INTs fool you, because he threw 3 of those 4 INTs in one game. So we are in week 7 or week 8? Week 7, right?
7.
Yeah. So
week 8. My bad.
Yeah. So 4 INTs in 8 weeks, and he threw 3 of them in one game. So he doesn't throw a bunch of picks, but I have a feeling that Dean can get one against this dude. You'll never know. Of course, they still got Taysom.
I got Winfield getting one. I know I'm early. I know I'm jumping the game, but I got Winfield getting one too.
They still got Taysom Hill. Man, I don't like that Taysom Hill, bro. He makes some plays for them. They still got Chris Olave. That's like their number 1 receiver.
Yep.
They still got Alvin Kamara. He's not having like a great year so far, but you don't want him to get that his great year going against us. You know what I mean? They got Rashid Shaheed. He's got 2 touchdowns, 356 yards. Their offense is it's okay. Nothing that I don't think Todd Bowles couldn't put a plan together to stop. You know what I mean?
No, completely agree.
Yeah. So one of the top storylines around this game is in a press conference, Baker was saying that they played through the whistle, and he did feel like they played dirty at times. And Demario Davis did respond. He said something to the effect of they don't listen to the talk. They let their play between the whistle show, or something like that. We don't talk, we just play. So that's a thing that happened. So I guess extra motivation on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when they start the trash talking.
You don't want to trash talk Mr. Mayfield, bruh. You don't want to piss him off, cause that's when he takes off. So that's definitely a thing that happened there. As far as our team, I would say Yaya the Abi, man, he's having a breakout year if he continues, and I feel like against this offensive line, he can definitely get some motion.
Yeah, because their offense altogether is looking weak.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for a couple of sacks and a couple of interceptions. Yeah, a couple of sacks from Yaya
and a couple
of interceptions.
A couple of interceptions.
Yeah, sure. If we could break that 3 that he had in one day and get 4, that'd be lovely.
I like it. I like it.
But let me backtrack a little bit, because I got a question for you.
What's up?
Let's talk, and hopefully y'all join the conversations by leaving your comments, because I have a question for you.
What's up?
Let's talk Buck. So, earlier you said they're looking at Mike Evans to come back this season, later on this season.
In
Did you hear that in the press conference?
Yeah, if we go to the playoff, he'll come back in the playoff.
Now, if we go to the playoff.
I mean, of course we're going, but I don't want to sound like a cock. We're going to the playoffs. Mike Evans will be back in the playoffs.
There's a difference between cocky and confidence. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have confidence.
I'm saying it's a long season, you will never know. But of course, I know we're going to the playoffs.
Before I continue, I think we're all going to hold that number 1 spot for the rest of the season. So that's how I know we're going to the playoffs. But there's been talks around the league where a few analysts have put in their 2 cents and said this could possibly be Mike Evans' last season in a Bucs jersey.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on that? How do you feel?
I think if we go to the playoff and win the Super Bowl, this gonna be his last year in any jersey, period. And when they say this is his last year in a Bucs jersey, meaning like he's gonna go to a different team, even if we don't make the playoff and win Super Bowl, I would say that's 80-20, like 80% he retires and 20% he doesn't want to retire, and we say no. Because if I know Jason Light, he would want to keep him around, even if it's just for like a 1-year deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel as though that he earned that. You know what I'm saying? He earned that option. If he does want to retire, then he earned that option to just retire and leave. But then again, you know what I'm saying? It's the NFL. You know how many players, great players that we done had where their careers didn't end
with us. Yeah,
they start with us, but didn't end with us.
I can't lie to you. It would be insane. It would be crazy to see Mike Evans playing for another team. All right, but if he doesn't want to retire and continue playing, and when he came back after an injury, he looks nothing like the Mike Evans that we know. Even though it would be weird, but the right move would be to let him do what he wants to do. But I have a strong feeling like he's leaning a lot toward retirement. Like, I'm not saying he's leaning a lot. I'm just hoping Like if he's not good, he retires. Cause I don't like. Do you remember when Emmitt Smith went to play for the Cardinals? And he wasn't as good as Emmitt Smith. Like his name say Smith, but it wasn't Emmitt Smith.
He wasn't Dallas Cowboys Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, like I don't want to see Mike doing that. In my mind, he's still good. He's our first ballot Hall of Fame player. If he goes plays for another team and is not the same guy, he's tarnishing his legacy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see him tarnish his legacy.
Yeah, because it's rare that you see, especially a wide receiver, leave a team that they start off with, and the first team that they start off with, they set records, they make they stamp their Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame on that team, and they get traded to another team, and they have success. Now, I'm not saying that it's never been done. I mean, take a look at Randy Moss, and take a look at T.O. There's countless of wide receivers, but they're like top tier. They're the 1%ers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's not possible for Mike Evans, but he do have a long list of injuries. And another thing that you have to also keep in mind that he's been with the Bucs so long, and the system that he's in, the Bucs system that he's in fits Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So he could be great here. And like you said, you don't want to go somewhere else and tarnish your legacy by going to another team, and that team doesn't fit the system that you're so used to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. If he comes back, he's still good, and if he wants to play, I think he'll be on the team. If we see him come back and he wants to play and he doesn't get re-signed, that's a flag going up saying, okay, he's lost something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is a huge deal because not in my mind alone, but Mike Evans is the greatest offensive Buccaneer player of all time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The numbers say it. He won a Super Bowl.
The record said.
The record said he's the best offensive player of all time. And you said something about the system we have here. Are you talking about like the offensive system?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's true. Mike is good.
And not even that. I'm talking about the system.
Like
in general.
The ecosystem.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
okay, like the
system in general.
The building, the team. Because I thought you meant like offensive system. I was
the camaraderie
like,
they have.
He's played in a bunch of stuff.
The camaraderie that they have and everything.
Yeah, I think with that being said, that he's the best offensive player, Bucs offensive player of all time in my mind, and many fans' eyes. I can't do nothing but wish that that when he come back, he's good, and we sign him and he plays for 2 or 3 more years for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I do agree. He should. Like I said earlier. Not that I agree, but like I said earlier, he earned the right. I mean, this is another rare occasion where they give NFL players the option to retire where they want to retire at. It's not like how it is in the NBA. But I feel as though, he's earned the right. Yeah. I mean, he's not my greatest wide receiver of all time.
No,
I don't feel the same way that towards him as you do towards him. You know what I'm saying?
Most fans.
Yeah, most fans.
I'm not saying he's like the greatest receiver in the NFL.
No, for the Bucs. I'm saying for the Bucs.
I'm not saying. I'm not.
I mean, he's the greatest wide receiver on the Bucs. Period. But I'm just saying.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I'm not saying like the best receiver
in the NFL. I know.
In the NFL, I'm not
saying for the Bucs.
I'm not saying the best. I'm saying the best offensive player the Bucs ever drafted has ever had of all time.
Right.
That's my case.
No, I could dig it.
Yeah. And somebody else I wanted to say. Yeah. With everything he's done, if he's not good or if he's not good enough, I don't think we should resign him just for him to shell up himself, because that's also diminishing his legacy as well.
Yeah, no. When I say he earned that, I'm saying, I mean, we don't know what goes on in the front office. Yeah. I mean, they could sit him down and have that conversation with him, because I mean, he's done so much for the community.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He's been a leader throughout the years that he's been with the Bucs. When I say he earned that, I'm saying like
he's one
they give him they give him the option like
he retires when he wants to. Man.
Come on,
yeah.
Let's be serious. How many NFL teams just straight up cut and trade players without even giving them notice?
True.
That's what I mean. He's deserved. Yeah, he's earned the right. You know what I'm saying? The right for the front office to be like, hey, Mike, yo, buddy, you heard that?
It's funny that we're talking about Mike Evans, and this Saints game is gonna feel weird because there's no Mike Evans, there's no Lattimore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss those battles.
Yeah. That is 100% one of the beefs.
One of the best beefs in the NFL right there. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, man, I'm ready to get my keys and I'm ready for prediction. How about yourself?
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and give our keys to the game. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, well, one of the keys I did mention earlier was Carl Granderson versus that injured Buccaneers offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Granderson, he's a disruptive force when it comes to pass rushing. That's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing to look for. And how would, because Baker knows that he's on that opposite side and he's coming, one thing that we got to look for is how is Baker going to come out off of having that off game last week.
Okay.
You know,
is he going to bounce back?
Is he going to bounce back off of that, or is he going to let this force of Carl Granderson make him have another bad week back to back? So that's one thing that we gotta look for. And secondly, I mentioned that we gotta get this run game started, and that should help out Baker a little more. I want to say Chris Olave versus our secondary. He's a great. He's a well-rounded, good wide receiver. When it comes to other teams, but he hasn't had the best games when it comes to us. So I'm not looking at that as a factor. But you never know when he's gonna have that breakout game. And I just don't want it to be us, especially him being such a good receiver. So that's one of the things I'm looking for, our secondary, to be swarming around him and keeping him under control. That's about it on my key
All right. So
key things to look for.
So my keys, Chris Olave is not in my keys because secondary is actually the best part of our defense. So I think they should take care of him, hopefully, right? But my key is run the ball. So New Orleans have the 23rd ranked run defense, allowing 129 yards per game on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So run the ball and split the carries. I know you can't be exactly 50-50. You should split the carries as much as you can between Rashad White and Sean Tucker, so that way we don't get Rashad hurt or something like that. So that's my only key I have. Just run the ball. They're not a very good run defense. So if I see that we're not running the ball, we're making a mistake. Yeah?
That's the only one?
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
it.
agree.
That's it.
No, oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
just
no,
run.
I agree with that. I could dig that. Yeah, I could dig that.
They also
I started off with that, man. They need to run the ball.
They also have the 28th ranked pass defense, so we should get some play action passes down the field. But sometimes the numbers don't translate to what you see in the game.
No, I feel you.
With that being said, what are your predictions, man?
Man, Baker finna have an interception.
You think so? No way. Against a 28th ranked defense, bro? Pass defense? No way. Baker still just got 2 INTs. You know that, right? 2 INTs, and this is week 8, bro.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be an interception. I think he's gonna fumble the ball.
Okay, that I'll take.
They're gonna, if it's not Baker, there's gonna be a couple of fumbles. I can't even tell you.
On our side?
On our side.
Why are you feeling
But
that?
I'm not saying we're finna lose the game.
2 turnovers might lose us the game.
Yeah, but we've been fumbling the past couple of games.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, both games, last 2 games,
Well,
they done fumbled the ball twice.
We were playing against
Good teams.
I want to say
good defenses.
like that. We were playing against higher competition.
Yeah.
That's the right way to say that. I don't want to.
But you know the thing about the Bucs, once they get into a streak of doing things, it's hard to get them out of it. Whether they be winning and we can go on the streak of winning, it's going to be hard to get us out of it.
It's not even a streak.
It's a streak. The last 2 games, they don't fumble the ball, bro. They don't turn over the ball by fumbles.
It's not even a streak. Not the last game.
This game, I'll make it a streak.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
3 is definitely a streak.
What you on, bro? It's not going to happen, bro.
I hate to think negative, but I'm just calling it how I'm just calling it how it is. Look.
What are you on?
Because there's been games where we think exactly this, and it's been opposite with the most upside down teams.
Yeah, I don't even think you should speak that into existence.
I mean, I'm trying not to think about it, man, but look, bro, I'm going off of straight facts, though.
I mean, what's the fact? I mean,
it's history. If Emeka Ibuka not playing injured or hiding some kind of injury, if he had 100%, I feel like this would be a bounce back week for him too. I mean, it's going to be a bounce back week for Baker.
I feel like last week was a good week for Ibuka.
Last week was a decent. It wasn't the first few weeks.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I feel
that
like
rookie
it
of the
was-
year type conversation.
I mean,
of Booker.
but his numbers was still right though.
Yeah, his numbers was decent.
It didn't look like
On
nothing was
paper, it ain't looking.
happening,
It ain't pop
but
out
his,
on paper.
but his
But we
stats
can't
was
even
right,
blame it on him anyway, because
he was open a couple
Yeah.
times.
it was missed targets.
Yeah.
But so let me actually start for Baker, because that's gonna just translate to my receivers. I feel like Baker will make up for last week.
Yeah, he should.
I just hope he don't overplay. Last time they played, they had 2 interceptions
Mm-hmm.
and 1 fumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said history. So my prediction is if Baker has a good game, Emeka Booker will have a better game. So I got Emeka Booker with with 2 touchdowns. Taz Johnson with 1 touchdown. Baker under 300 yards passing. I say he'll do another 280 or so. Vita Vea will have a good game on defense. I think our defense is going to crush him. I could see us, like I said, getting 2 to 3, at least tying their interceptions. If not 3, 2 interceptions. Sure, I even see Antoine Winfield possibly even getting him an interception back there. You know, coming from out of nowhere, Rattler throwing it to Olave deep, and here come Antoine Winfield out of nowhere in the picture. Give me that.
Like that.
You know, so
That's what you got?
yeah, that's what I got.
So-
Oh yeah, and we win, and the score 24 to 10.
All right. All right, cool. So you're only giving us 24 points. Heard that. 24. All right, so mine's...
Yeah, 24 points is good, man. 24. It's 24.
I mean, that's
27 with the field goal.
That's all.
Yeah,
average.
24, probably 27 with the field goal.
So mine is gonna be pretty simple, just like every week. I don't think he's gonna throw us a pick, but I do think we are going to have a turnover. Yaya Diaby with the strip sack. So I'm predicting that Yaya's gonna.
We get a turnover. We get them a turnover, or we gonna turn it over.
What I'm saying is I don't think we're gonna catch picks. Like our defense is going to catch picks. I don't think he's gonna throw picks to us because they just don't turn the ball over. They just don't, like their QB don't throw. Just like I said, he has 4 picks and 3 of them came in one game. So, like,
What game was that? Who they played?
I want to say it was the Seahawks game, but I'm not sure. But
and who do we match? Who are we more like?
it doesn't make a difference. I just don't think like he's gonna throw picks to it, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get turnovers. I think Yaya Diaby's gonna get a sack fumble. That's going to be our turnover right there. So with that being said, I think Yaya Diaby's going to get 1.5 sacks. And also I think Tez is going to have a breakout game for real, over 100 yards and a touchdown. And I think we're going to win. I don't know what the score is going to be because games against the Saints, the scores are all over the place. But I do know that we're going to win whatever the score is. So that's my prediction.
Yeah. Look, the Bucs are going to be playing as though they have something to prove. Even if we're going against 1-16. Mm-hmm. What they want to get back on track is letting the league know that, hey, this is a team that has set a standard and they're going to continue that standard.
So, I'm sorry, I have one more. So if Tez has a big game, I'm letting you know that that Baker is going to bounce back from last week. Or Baker's bouncing back from last week.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, I mean, that's the same thing I said. I'm back up.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Bucs have set a standard, for themselves, and want to get back to where they are the talk of the league on showing that they are the dominant team despite the loss of last week. So be looking an aggressive from the front, from the beginning to the end on the Bucs end. You know, we still have a lot to prove. I don't think we're going to have back-to-back losses. Especially with this team, but just we're looking forward to the Bucs going ahead and putting out a good display of great defense and Baker Mayfield showing that he's still in that. Baker Mayfield showing that he's still in that MVP talk. So, you want to close this out?
Yeah. So that being said, man, thank y'all for joining us here on Buccaneers Captain Report. I'm big, he is small. Don't tell the folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Our comments kind of went down this week, so we're looking for y'all to engage more. There's a lot of things we touched up on this week. Let us know what y'all think about our discussion with Mike Evans. Let us know if you think we're going to bounce back from our loss, and what's your prediction on the score? Once again,
I'm big, he is small,
aka Jive.
And thank y'all for joining. We'll see y'all on the next go round.
Love, family.